Cutting your grass can be a chore, but what if your grass were 10 feet tall? Hi, I'm Dr. Arland Hill out at Harvest Hills Ranch, and yes, we are growing grass that is 10 feet tall. And a couple of reasons we're doing this, so let me explain to you what we've got going on here. This is definitely not our yard grass, but this is a cover crop that we have seeded into one of our garden areas, and we're getting a couple of benefits out of this, but let me explain to you what's in here first. Some of you, those of you that eat okra, will recognize this as an okra plant. This is Clemson spineless okra. So we've got some okra in here. We've got, this is actually, with these beautiful yellow flowers up here, this is Sunn Hemp, is what that is. That's actually different than what you may think about as regular hemp, the cannabis sativa. That's not what that is. This is actually a legume, similar in the bean family, and this helps really give us a lot of nitrogen and growth stimulation into the ground. We've got in here some Sorghum Sudan grass. Again, look at how tall these are, and these big, beautiful leaves on these. These are going to serve a lot of purpose for us, depending on how we use some of this. One of the ways, and what the original intention in using this was, is that we wanted to have as much biomass as possible, as much plant material as we could accumulate in this area, because now what we can do is when the time comes, we're just gonna come through here and we're just gonna lay all of this over. And when we lay all of that over, now what that's going to do is it's going to create a weed-free bed for us to start planting our next crop into, our food production crop. But now, because of the legumes like this, we've got plenty of nitrogen to stimulate that growth process and continue to feed the plant. And it's not like a synthetic fertilizer shot of nitrogen. It's slowly in more of an organic state. It's what we call an insoluble source. It's not soluble. It doesn't dissipate very quickly. It stays around and feeds the plant over a longer time frame. Natural source, the microbes can work with it. And then we've got all this carbon in these leaves and these stalks. It's just accumulated in there. So now when we lay this over, as this breaks down, we've got a bed of carbon that we can plant into that also feeds the microorganisms in the ground. And the more we can feed them and give them a network, the more they're gonna pull nutrients in to whatever plant that we have in here. Just look at how tall some of these are. The other thing that we do with this, and this was again not our intended purpose, but once in a while we'll come and break one of these stalks off of the hemp, of the Sorghum Sudan, and we take it out to our bull and to the steer that's with him, and they literally come running up to the fence to enjoy that. Now, look at this. Look at how tall this has gotten. You can see it's windy today. You see blowing the plants around. Look at this in here. It was so tall and so thick, it blew that over. There was just so much weight in these plants. And you can see it's doing somewhat the same thing, but that's okay because that's ultimately what we intend to do with it as well. It's getting cooler. This is reaching the end of its lifespan. And this is actually a warm season crop. These are all warm season crops. They're not going to continue to proliferate out into the cooler months. So we're going to exhaust these and terminate these. But again, blown away, just put a seed mix together, and I was absolutely blown away by how much biomass this created and how much this is gonna create an opportunity for us to have a good food crop as this will create a good foundation for us to plant a food crop into in the coming months. So with that said, our natural fertilizer source, our natural mulch, without having to buy mulch, without having to go and buy synthetic fertilizers, because again, these plants are working with the microbes there and they're helping pull those nutrients up. When we lay them over, then the plants can actually start to work with that again. So with that being said, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit that thumbs up. If you know someone who would be interested in this information, wants to see how their food can be grown without synthetic inputs and how we can actually use and work with nature, keep everything in balance without disturbing the environment, this is a great example. We like to illustrate that to you out at Harvest Hills Ranch. So make sure you tell someone, hit that subscribe button yourself, And make sure you come back and join us real soon, guys. Look forward to seeing you then. I'm Dr. Arland Hill with Harvest Hills Ranch. Take care.